my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a... Three-yard gain there.
Get nowhere. Going nowhere.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Daniels. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Spawn, General West. Now.
2nd and 14. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Ready. 60 or. Blue draw quarter. Get it.
On 1st down, Daniels looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, this is Adams. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point safely through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once more, Adams on 1st down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Adams. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Tight down. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. 5. Go. I got you. Speak grip.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. After 1, 17-7 is our score. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Daniels. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen, and that will force a turnover on downs. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Following the fumble recovery, Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here we we go on 4th down. Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they run out of the shotgun with Adams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
80 weapons.
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go, V, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check. Lucky. Tighten up.
2nd down, Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Here's Haskins to throw. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
A gain of 14.
54, right there. 54.
From midfield now, Haskins. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Haskins now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week.
And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Shazier able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as score. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now, he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's a give to Adams out of the shotgun. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. I got hit.
Richard trying the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On the ground, Richard. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 3rd touchdown now on the... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
30 base.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Richard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll buy some time right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Shift. Hey, Alpha. Hey. He's mine.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Josh Lambeau lining up for the point
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to float this, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 69 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the counter. Richard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready up.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
From the gun, Daniels. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now it's Haskins. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Set 18 Gator.
52 right here. 52.
Richard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. This is Richard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he's got this down to the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Daniels. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Haskins on 1st down. Throw caught here by Bird. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Flushed out right. And no, it's incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Richard. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. From the gun, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Johnson, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Back to throw. This is caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football now. 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The pass complete. It's Bird. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. Open man is Westbrook, complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Jaguars 1st down.
54 miles.
One final shot for Haskins. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Steelers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen, yes,
hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag of bulk meat and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag of bulk meat and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.